Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Sneak Peek in 2016.
We've got a great show in store for you, so stay tuned.
Let's get things started.
Hey, Sneak Peekers, it's true that Hollywood never sleeps, and tonight we've got all the scoops to prove it.
Tonight we're kicking things off with some of the Hollywood's most fabulous and influential women. Reese Witherspoon, Eva Longoria, Kerry Washington, and Elizabeth Banks are joining forces to fight sexism in Hollywood. These four leading ladies share a cover in Entertainment Weekly's Beyond Beautiful issue and discuss topics such as unequal pay, running a business, and social media. You go, ladies.
For all you DC fans, the Flash and CW will be crossing paths with yet another superhero other than Arrow. Yes, it's been confirmed that Barry Allen, played by Grant Gustin, will be teaming up with Melissa Benoist from CW's new show Supergirl in an upcoming episode. Tune in on March 28th to see the Flash on Supergirl.
Speaking of good TV, last Sunday, Fox aired the highly anticipated Grease Live, starring famous names like Aaron Tveit, Julianne Hough, Vanessa Hutchinson, Carly Rae Jepsen, and Keke Palmer. The show brought in 12.2 million viewers, outperforming Fox's last two musicals, The Wiz and Peter Pan. Critics and fans alike hailed the live version of the beloved musical as a success.
Last week, former One Direction member Zayn Malik dropped his first solo single since leaving the boy band last March. The song, titled Pillow Talk, shot to the top of the iTunes charts, claiming the #1 spot in over 60 countries. Fans flocked to social media to express their support with several worldwide trends and lots of buzz. The steamy music video starring Zayn's new girlfriend, supermodel Gigi Hadid, had 9.5 million views within the first 24 hours. We can't wait for his debut solo album titled Mind of Mine, set to release March 25th, marking the one-year anniversary of his departure from One Direction.
And of course, we cannot talk about this week's weekend Super Bowl. Be sure to catch your favorite stars such as Coldplay, Bruno Mars, Queen Bee take the stage on Super Bowl 50.
Don't forget to follow Sneak Peek on Twitter and Instagram to keep up with the latest news and entertainment.
Well, enough about us. They're here to watch the famous show we have in store for them tonight.
So let's start things off right with another edition of Style Squad with Gabby and Selena.
Hey Sneak Peekers, and welcome to another edition of Style Squad.
This week under the style lens, the 2016 SAG Awards, red carpet fashion.
Man, this carpet was full of fabulous looks, but let's take a closer look at a few of our favorites.
One of my personal favorites was Rachel McAdams. The actress radiated elegance in a beautiful Ellie Saab black lace dress embroidered with sparkling flowers, Brian Atwood shoes, and Lorraine Schwartz jewelry. While the gown is a little much for the occasion, you can't argue how effortlessly gorgeous she looks.
Sofia Vergara donned one of my current favorite colors and stunned in this hot pink custom Vera Wang dress and a David Webb necklace dripping with diamonds. Amelia Clark also looked pretty in pink with her Dior couture gown with a plunging neckline and Dior jewelry.
I can definitely see that being a popular color this red carpet season.
Same, but if I had to pick between Amelia and Sophia's hot pink gowns, I'd have to pick Sofia Vergara's. The gown was perfectly tailored to her, showcasing her stunning figure.
I totally agree. Sophia definitely turned heads on the red carpet. The Room star and SAG Award winner made a bold statement in this multi-layered Versace dress. Brie Larson looked absolutely stunning in this powder blue gown that perfectly showcased her amazing figure. The simple pairing of her Tiffany jewelry and Roger Vivier shoes take no attention off of this show-stopping gown. Brie pulls this whole look together with a sleek bun and orange lip. I think I'd put her on the best dress list.
Yeah, for sure. And here's a star that I would definitely put on the best dress list, Tina Fey. She totally rocked her red-hot Prabal Garoom dress. It featured a halter top, a cinched waist, and an A-line chiffon bottom. She wore her hair down and loosely curled, and she opted for some simple muwa jewels to finish off the look.
Flowers were the name of the game at the awards, with Kiernan Shipka donning a floor-length ermine gown in an unlikely but lovely combination of pale blue and deep purple. Opting for a fresh-faced look, Kiernan kept her makeup to a minimum with just a little dusky eyeshadow. This 16-year-old actress, sophisticated beyond her years, looked cute and playful in a fit and flare strapless gown with a sweetheart neckline. Kiernan accessorized her whole look with a simple pair of studs.
Kate Winslet was the perfect picture of Hollywood glamour in her emerald Armani gown. She paired it with black suede Jimmy Choo shoes and Neil Lane jewelry. She wore her hair slicked back and looked ultra chic with her nude makeup.
I can't wait to see what she'll be wearing the rest of the awards season.
Same, and be sure to keep up with our live tweeting on red carpet fashion during this awards season by following us at Sneak Peek TV.
Well, that's it from the red carpet world for now.
Back to you, Vance and Brittany.
Well, have you seen the famous film Lost Rivers?
Of course, Ryan Gosling is so dreamy.
Well, lucky for you, we have a clip tonight with Alice on the South by Southwest interview with Ryan Gosling. Roll it.
Hey Sneak Peeps, this is Alex Mascareño and I'm here at the South by Southwest red carpet for Ryan Gosling's directorial debut of Lost River. Well, how would you describe the film in your own words?
It's a story about, it's a very simple story really, and it's kind of the type of story that I think people can project onto it whatever they want. It's simply about a boy who wants to get out of this dead-end town and doesn't have the money to do it. And what I started to realise as we made the film, because you were kind of figuring it out as you went along, that we all sort of had this anchor. You know, I had my grandmother that I had to care for, and she was kind of keeping me in this awful place, and I was stuck in a rut, and Bones doesn't have the money to leave, and Billy doesn't have a job, and she's got her kids and she's got to take care of them, and so they're all sort of stuck, and they need to pluck up that courage to kind of get out eventually, you know, and through each other they all do that. So
Okay, well thank you very much. Thank you. So can you tell me one thing that you liked or disliked about your character?
One thing I liked or disliked? That's a good question. One thing I liked about him is that I think he, at his core, he is filled with a big sense of love, and commitment to his family and to the people he loves around him. One thing I disliked, I'll have to come back to you on that one.
It's
I liked
okay.
everything about my character, man. Yeah.
Okay. That's a valid answer. Your music, what was your inspiration?
Well, the film really spoke to me. The visual side of it, the script, the characters, the kind of abstract themes in the film. It was very easy for me to find a place to work from musically, and tried to have overarching character themes musically. Like this character represents metal, or this one is water, or this one is more like light or fire, you know. And with that, I have these kind of sonic associations with those types of universal themes. And so we started trying to build kind of like this musical alphabet that we could spell any word with, you know. And so what do we need to say in this scene, and how we're going to, spell that out. And from there, and it's like about 2.5 years later, we're in Austin, ready to show it to you. Are you coming inside to see it?
Hopefully I am. So I'll be looking forward to it. Thank you.
Well, I hope you get inside.
Thank you.
I hope I get inside.
Oh, cool.
Hi, it's
Hello.
nice to meet you.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Very good. So this is your directorial debut. What were some of the challenges that you had to face throughout the whole process?
Well, it's just, you got to stick with it. It's a long process, It's different when you're acting because it's like a few months, but this has been like a few years, It just takes it just takes more time, but in a way that's kind of the fun as well, because you get to really be in it for a long time, and it becomes like a part of your life.
What is the central message that you'd like the audience to get from the film?
Well, I think at the end of the day, it's just a film about family. It's people trying to make the best of what the hand that they've been given. It's these pieces trying to form a family in like a broken situation, and I hope that there's sort of universal themes that, we told it in a fairy tale sort of way so that it could be, accessible to everyone. It's not specific to any one place.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's time for my least favorite part of the night.
Let me guess. It's time for a commercial break.
You've guessed right, but stay tuned, sneak peekers. We have awesome bits coming up next. Did you happen to catch the Sundance Film Festival last week?
No, I forgot about it.
Well, that's okay. For all you unlucky people who didn't catch it, we have our own Blake with the recap of the Sundance Film Festival.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Blake here, and today I'm giving you a recap of the 2016 Sundance Film Festival, which wrapped up a little earlier this week. Sundance is North America's most prestigious film festival, and considering previous Sundance films that have gone on to receive Oscar recognition, like Whiplash, it's no secret that nowadays Sundance is considered the first true stop on the road to the 2017 Academy Awards. With that said, here are some of the highlights from this year's festival. First off, there was a lot of buzz and controversy surrounding a little film called Swiss Army Man, starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, Harry Potter. Well, there were reports of audience members making rounds from their theater seats and out the cinema door when the film was first screened last week. The reason? Well, Dano plays a man stranded on a deserted island, which is fine, but Radcliffe plays his only friend, a farting corpse. Yeah, you can see why this would be too controversial and laughable to be considered serious. Daniel Radcliffe farting sounds more like an all-too-important TMZ article than it does a Sundance entry. Well, good news for anyone who may be interested, and I use the term interested very loosely. The film was actually acquired by A24, so it can finally receive some recognition outside of Park City. The second biggest story to come out of Sundance was Netflix and Amazon's pouncing on most of the premiering films for streaming and distribution deals. Amazon bought the rights to 6 feature films, one of which includes the much anticipated Manchester by the Sea, starring Casey Affleck, while Netflix picked up 5 others, including Under the Shadow. It seems like the old Hollywood system of 3 or 4 large studio giants has slowly gone by the wayside in favor of 3 or 4 large internet giants. Go figure. Speaking of large acquisitions, our last major highlight of the festival points our attention to the similarly titled Birth of a Nation. Not the one you're thinking of. This one's written and produced, directed, and starring Nate Parker, based on the real-life story of Nat Turner, the African-American slave who led a rebellion in 1830s Virginia. This movie came away with impressive results. Not only did the film receive both the audience and grand jury prize in the U.S. dramatic competition, but the studio subsidiary Fox Searchlight purchased the film's worldwide rights for a festival record $17.5 million. That's million, with an M. Good thing I'm getting an RTF degree. That's all the main stories from this year's Sundance Festival. For more news and entertainment coverage, you can follow us on Twitter at SneakPeekTV. I'm Blake Carter. Back to you guys.
I'm so excited for this weekend.
What's happening this weekend?
The Super Bowl? Need I say more?
Do you know what'll help you get more pumped for the Super Bowl?
What?
Up next, Brianna with the top 5 movies to watch for the Super Bowl. Take it away, Brianna.
Hey sneak peekers, Brianna here. With Sunday around the corner, I must ask, are you excited for the Super Bowl? I know I am, and I will be honest, I'm not the biggest football fan, but my dad played pro ball and has forced me into the Super Bowl season every year. With that being said, even if you're not that into football, here at Sneak Peek, we've come up with a list that you will surely be into. 5 football movies to keep you pumped for this Sunday. Trust me, it was not easy only choosing 5. But I'm sure these are perfect for gathering with your friends and family to celebrate the awesome and highly praised sport of football. The first pick on my list is none other than Remember the Titans. With top actors like Denzel Washington, Hayden Panettiere, Nicole Ari Parker, and Ryan Gosling, this movie displays the hardships of segregation and a football team that changes the entire city by integrating its players. The movie also launched the careers for Panettiere and Gosling. Remember the Titans is a moving film for the whole family to enjoy, and it will even teach you 1 or 2 history lessons. Second, and one of my most favorites is The Blind Side. This true story is based on the life of Michael Orr, a young man who was adopted into a family with hopes of giving him a better life. Michael's amazing skills led to a college scholarship and eventually a spot with the Carolina Panthers. This film also looks deeper into the hardships and discrimination one family faced by fostering an African-American male in a predominantly white neighborhood. Another film where football brings people together despite their differences. Plus, none other than the real Michael Orr will be playing in this year's Super Bowl. But moving on, next up is Radio. What's so awesome about this film is that the bigger issue focuses on mental disability and acceptance, while still including some football. But at the same time, it shows how sports can influence and change lives. Radio is the story of a mentally challenged boy who gains the attention and assistance of a football coach who feels bad for his situation. This is a fun-loving movie that the entire family can enjoy. Now, we can't have a top 5 football movie list without My All-American. Although the film is pretty new, you can't sell yourself short and be a Longhorn and not throw My All-American in there. Based on a true story, the film takes place in the 1960s and is about former UT football player Freddie Steinmark and his injury that leads to a shocking diagnosis. You'll have to watch the movie to find out more, but I can tell you this film is personally one of my favorites because, of course, hook 'em. Last but not least is Friday Night Lights. I'm sure we've all seen this one before, and what better place for the story to take place other than the state of Texas? When the head star of the team endures a serious injury, the team and entire town give up on the hope for the season. It's up to the team's new coach to motivate the players to victory. Friday Night Lights is your typical high school football team movie that the whole town loves. With actors like Derek Luke and Billy Bob Thornton, this is a film you won't want to miss. Well, grab some chips, dip, and your favorite soda, and enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. I know I will.
Wow, that looked awesome.
You know what else is awesome?
What?
Sneak peek.
I can't disagree with that.
Thanks for staying with us, Sneak Peekers, and be sure to tune in next week, same time, same place.